More than 1.3 million people are sick and more than 76,000 have died, so some make comparisons to the apocalypse. And experts say every time there's a calamity, that is exactly what happens.
Who be the rider on that white horse, posing, acting like they chosen to be a life force? There is a crown and a bow, but I don't see any arrows. Following this one is not the right choice. Don't be deceived by appearance. A false warrior, a conqueror is what I call interference, making you think that you will win that way. If you're not careful, you will be struggling with sin at bay. A rare figure with a mighty sword, a weapon possessing the stressing of hard lessons. That's quite the war, with some endless slaughters. Can you imagine all the tragic events, destroying fathers, including daughters? It's like we're maimed cattle, lined up to be taken out, second guessing while the brains rattle, similar to a horror flick. I'm just helping to prepare y'all with this little starter kit. Heed the words of the written seals. 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 You ever feel like you working hard for so less? Prepare yourselves, cause there's still a lot of woe text. It's barely sturdy, but I still manage to see scales. People working 15 hours just to be well. There is a shortage of food up in the pantry. Breakfast is porridge, I can't even buy some lamb meat. These famished feelings I'm not used to. I'm not Marvin, but I'm starving. My clothes look like a sheet of carbon. Oh no, still death in the grave. Now diseases are apparent and some were man-made. More violence, more hunger, we're surrounded. A wild animal broke in the house, how astounding. Yesterday I saw a wolf more like a coyote. I stayed in my car while I kept giving that high note, and all I wanted to do was put fuel in the tank. It broke part of the window, I scared it with the plank. Heed the words of the written seals. 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 All of these souls made huge sacrifices, stood firm in their faith. We can learn from their faith, cause not once did they reject Christ. It's evident that we suffer from enemies that don't respect life, and still more got to go, but at least they got them white robes, still shining like a night glow. So I ask, will you stand for him, our lamb of kin, so we can be made grand again? I know y'all felt that earthquake. Somebody saw the stars literally. I saw the earth shake. Where are the islands, the mountains? Grown folks hiding and screaming. I just some pouting. What happened to the sun? Why is the moon red? Even if you wanted to, you couldn't even be spoon-fed. You can hide all you want, but these things must happen. That's why I took some action by a way of rapping. Rewind these words if you have to. 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 I'm gonna stop there because it gets more worse. It's gonna take another song with some more verse, and after the seals are open, the only break will be a quietness about half an hour. Respect the Christ of power. The power, the power, the power, the power, the power, the power.